So basically we're CT4N Charitable Trust, previously known as Nottingham Community Transport. So we provide community transport services predominantly for people who can't use mainstream public transport, so the elderly, people with disabilities. And that's basically supported by our trading company, which is CT4N Limited, and that operates a number of bus services around Nottingham. And that also, so the funding from that supports the work of the charity. Well, originally, Tony and I have both been with the company since 2014, so we set up a lot of the initial IT systems, but obviously it got to a point where it was just too much for us to do, and we had somebody that was providing IT support, but it was a one-person organisation. So while that was good at the time, as we continued to grow and expand, we wanted something that was more with what we needed to cope with the expansion. So we looked at actually somebody else that you were providing services for. They recommended you, and as none of us are IT experts and we're not big enough as a company to have our own IT department, it was a natural choice for us to come and approach your IT.
To be fair, it took a lot of pressure off the business, having someone at the other end of the phone who is responsive and does deal with the issues. We have a lot of dealings with third parties which you guys take off us, so it does take away that bit of a pressure for you guys to be able to do it from your side, because the double access from both systems is going to be authorised by yourself, so it's easier for you to take on that than we initiate it, you then take it on, kind of thing.
I think the other thing just to add to that is more of the proactive approach as well. We don't just look at your IT as being reactive to our needs, it's more so that you're proactive. And things like the cyber security is a classic example of where that's been something that we've seriously considered and actually taken on board, that advice.
It was in the cloud, and if I'm perfectly honest, that didn't work for us, did it? It was quite difficult to resolve problems. So we went down the server route, obviously when we were with you guys. To be fair, we've not really had any problems.
And I think the added bonus for us is that we've got 4 sites that we operate from. So we've got the depot at Sherwood, we've got our offices at Sherwood, we've got the Queen's Drive depot and a Mansfield depot. And by having the server, the system we've got, that any one of us can log onto the system at any of the locations, and it's great to have that flexibility.
And to be fair, any issues that we've had have been dealt with straight away, and there's not been nothing left, if there's a server issue, it's priority, so it does work.
Yeah, I think the main problem was that I received an email from one of our clients asking about changes to bank details, which was really bizarre, something that we wouldn't normally do. So when I looked into the email that actually been sent, it actually been sent from my email account, but I hadn't actually sent the email, so it appeared that our IT email system had been hacked, or certainly my account had been hacked. So one of the things we did following that was discuss it with your IT, and obviously recommended things like the cyber security, which we know can't eliminate all of the risk of that, but it can certainly minimise the risk. And I think one of the things it did make us do is actually, it's not whether you can afford it. I think it's a case of, if you want to protect your business, it's something you really need to consider. There's a cost element to it, but it's equally, what is the cost of the business if the worst does happen? And we've had instances in the past where none of us were aware that my email had been hacked. That risk could have been, quite severe for the business, but fortunately managed to, get on top of it straight away. And we've revised our policies and procedures in relation to IT, and we just think that the cyber security package was the best way to try and protect the business the best way we can.
Fine, and there is a resolution to every fault that we put across. May not be straight away, but there is that contact, and there is the regular contact through the portal system that you use, where we can add stuff to it, take it away or do it, and then we've got the regular contact with the technicians, so the support's fine. We have regular meetings with Angus, don't we? So we kind of do a lot of forward planning through Angus, don't we, for the terms of growth for the business, so if there's anything else happening, we look at the next stages of what we need to do to cover it, to make sure we've got the capacity on the servers, we've got this, so it's already kind of set up. Yeah.
Definitely. Your IT was recommended to us by one of our clients. Somebody that we have dealings with asked us about joining your IT, and I said that without a shadow of doubt it was the best thing that we did.
I'd definitely recommend it. And it's a peace of mind knowing that the support's there if there's a problem. The flexibility between the staff that work on the computers that can ring you guys and sort it out, you said themselves, rather than coming back on one person. The major stuff always coming back to one person, but the general day-to-day stuff, the guys are ringing up and doing it themselves. It takes a lot of pressure off everybody else in the business, and the issues are being resolved.